with James MacDonald, Canada's Driver of the Year, Keith Waples Driver of the Year now for 2 consecutive years. James, congratulations. How's it feel to win your second straight OBrien Award as Driver of the Year for Canada?
It's really special, and I think anyone that heard my speech last year, I kind of never thought I would ever win one of these. I had a lot of confidence in myself, but it's just such a great bunch of drivers, and I was never close, so it was kind of never really a thought. And then to win it last year was like, I don't know if anyone watched, but I was pretty much in tears. And then this year it was just an unbelievable feeling, and really proud. Something no one can ever take away from me.
Now, maybe compare the 2 settings, because you obviously had a really good setting last year, but it wasn't this setting here. So how was it to win the OBrien Award here in this setting as opposed to the virtual one?
Last year I was lucky. We had a little party at our place, and I had a lot of family and close friends there, and Griffin was there, and it was really special and really fun. So Griffin's been asking me all year, Dad, when are the OBrien Awards again? And I'm like, wow, it's not that easy, you know. But to come here and do it and get to really enjoy all the other people's accomplishments, because last year, we just kind of watched them, but we were partying, talking over everything, didn't hear a whole lot. And then when our award came up, everyone kind of quieted down. So it was good to really be able to cheer on the whole industry and just get out and be with everyone and enjoy the party after. It's really a lot of fun.
From your 2022 season, what accomplishment are you most proud of?
I think probably the 8-win night. It was kind of December of late in the year when you don't really expect anything great to happen or special to happen, and it was just one of those nights. It didn't matter how bad I drove them, they won anyway. Couldn't do anything wrong, and it was special, and it's a night I'll never forget. And probably if it's anything like the 7-win night of Chris's or other people's, it's a night no other driver around here will forget for quite some time, and we'll be talking about anytime anyone has a good night. So very proud of that.
Has Greg Blanchard called it Mohawk since that night?
Yeah, I was hoping it was just him, but the next time he called, I was a terrible night. I think I won 1 or maybe didn't win any. So I thought that was the key, but it's still, I have a good percentage with him.
There you go. You were connected with a handful of OBrien Award winners tonight. What are some of your favorite moments with horses like Adair Castle and Finby Archie and so much more from your past 2022 season?
Just obviously so much more. It's just Canada's, probably proudest accomplishment the last few years, aside from Bulldog Hanover. I don't know, it was definitely the loudest roar of the night when she won. She's a special horse to me. She's definitely not even close the most consistent horse I've ever driven. Probably one of the best horses I've ever driven. So anything she did in 2022 was special. Probably her 3rd in the Breeders' Crown might have been the biggest race of anyone went all year. And obviously Archie and Adair Castle are amazing animals, and just Adair Castle, I think, was just unbeatable. 1.1 million for an Ontario bred, never left Canada. It's pretty special. So
aside from all your stake success, you were out there night after night winning overnight races as leading driver in Canada with 450 wins. The majority of those came in overnights. Talk about some of those non-stakes horses that you look forward to driving on a weekly basis.
Oh, there's so many, I can't even mention them. My brother Anthony, the stable.ca's put together a really good barn of horses, and horses like Locatelli, No Free Lunch, Sintra, the top campaigners that don't race in a lot of stake races, but had great years and show up every night. And just, there's a million of them. It's tough, like any interview I've done, I've just tried to say it's tough to get up every night for race after race, but just try and show up with good attitude, be consistent, and hopefully I'll end up here again next year.
Do you have any routine that you keep off the track that helps you keep that positive attitude and stay consistent?
I do. I like my afternoon nap. It doesn't matter what I do. If it's a race night, I try and get a nap in. It doesn't matter how long it is. Sometimes it's 20 or 30 minutes. Sometimes it's 2 hours. I like to lay down and just rest, and then I find when I wake up, make it grumpy for 5 minutes, but then I'm in a good mood all night. It makes the night, midway through the card when you might start be getting grumpy if you're having a bad night, you're a little more positive.
What horses or events are you most looking forward to in 2023? And they might have been some of the horses that we just mentioned. They might be different ones. What are you looking forward to this coming year?
I'm really looking forward to Paige and I's horse, Hasty Bid. He had a terrific 2-year-old year. Not quite good enough to be O'Brien nominee, but he raced in the Million and some other big races, and was really raced really well in them. So he's all ours, and so we're really excited for him, whether or not he's just a grass breeder or just an overnight horse, or maybe he's a Grand Circuit horse. But just the thought of any of those is exciting for us, and so we're really looking forward to him. But aside from that, just getting back into stake season. It's a fun time of year, and I can name 100 of them, but I'm fortunate enough to drive a lot of good horses, and I'm looking forward to driving a lot of them.
And so I'll ask you again, when does a driver hit his prime if he doesn't hit his prime at 35 like you told me he does?
I think I hit my prime at 35, and I've just been able to carry it on. So hopefully my prime lasts 15 years. I don't know. But I think you're seeing Doug really take off. Obviously, he's been a great driver for 10, 15 years now, but I think he's taken it up another level the last few months. And I think, I think he's 33, so maybe 33, I don't know, but maybe 40, who knows?
When you see Doug have a start to 2023 like he's had, what motivation does that give you, or how does that inspire you to be a better driver?
I always say I want to be the best driver. Like a few years ago, I wouldn't have said that. I just want to be a good driver and do good things out there and not make too many mistakes. But now, where I've gotten to 2 OBrien Awards, I want to be the best driver, and so that's my motivation. I don't want it to be beat. I don't want to. Next year, I want to win the OBrien Award again if I can. But yeah, it motivates me. I'm a competitive person, but I want to beat people when they're at their best. I don't want there to be any excuses. I don't want so-and-so got hurt, so-and-so didn't have any good horses, so-and-so whatever. I want Doug to have an amazing year. I want to win a bunch of stake races. I just want my year to be a little better.
So with that, does being the best driver, can you do that in Canada, or do you have to do something like what Scott Zeron did and move stateside to be what you see to be the best driver?
Depends. To me, I'm happy being the best driver in Canada. I love my life. I love my lifestyle. I love being close to my boy. I love everything about racing in Canada. So for me, there's no real motivation to go race in America. I don't think I have anything to prove. I obviously would like people to say James MacDonald's the best driver we've ever seen, or James MacDonald's the best driver in the world. It's not even close. But obviously Dexter Dunn is in a league of his own right now. So maybe one day I can do enough in Canada where people will say James MacDonald's in a league of his own. But we'll see. And like I said, I'm quite happy with my life here. And if no one thinks I'm top 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 in the world, I'm okay with that as long as I can win big races here.
Sure. Well, you are a 2017 World Driving Champion, and you are a 2-time OBrien Award winner. So clearly you are one of the best in the business. Congratulations on your second OBrien Award tonight, James.
Thank you very much, Jeff.